It's I Quit My Band.
Speaking of Vince Neil, this is my first pick. This is the new Motley Crue track with Dogs of War. A lot been going on in Motley Crue's world, I feel like. Nick go ahead and turn that down.
Yeah,
The Dirt came out.
The Dirt came out.
That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had originally thought that they said that they were done.
Yeah, because of Mick Mars.
Yes.
Yeah, being too old. Being like 80 years old.
Yeah, and then they just decided to get rid of Nick Mars.
Yeah.
Bring in John 5, keep the gravy train rolling.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is the first thing I think that they've released since John 5.
Yeah, I think it had. John 5 is officially in the band now. He's an official member.
Yeah.
And, you know, also coming off of Vince Neil, like, being just hopelessly ridiculed online for being, like, the worst live singer of all time.
It's crazy that people are still going to see them after so much video evidence of him not even being able to come close.
Yeah, it's. Did you see the most recent video of him?
No.
Where he's like he's just walking, just sitting on stage. All he's doing is walking, and he just trips and falls, immediately. Like it's like their first song. He trips, and he takes like a beat on the floor too. He just like. He has to like think about what happened. Yeah, and then I saw a video of him today where he's like clearly lip syncing and he's like not even trying. He's just like it's wild.
I mean, Eddie Trunk's been on them about that for like 15 years.
Oh, dude.
Why are you using backing tracks?
We know what you're doing, Vince.
So what I thought of this song, I went and looked on Reddit in the hair metal subreddit to see what other people are thinking, and one guy put it just so succinctly. So this is actually
Let's hear it.
Jim Frankenstein 138 on Reddit.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for writing in.
Shout out to Jim.
Yeah.
The song is called Dogs of War, and Jim Frankenstein writes simply, more like dogs of shit.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of
Jim.
I think he kind of hit it on the
That's
head.
very
I love that.
Spinal Tap-esque.
Yeah.
It's like Shark Sandwich, more like shit sandwich.
Yeah.
More like
Who wrote that?
dogs
Who wrote that?
of shit.
Yeah, dude. I like that it doesn't really
It doesn't make sense. I mean, dog shit,
Dog
yes,
shit,
but
but
dogs of
of
shit.
shit.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean the best part is the John 5 solo here.
Yeah.
The verses are like don't make any sense.
Yeah, and it's
tough.
like a it's supposed to be like a I guess inspirational song to not let the man get you down.
Yeah, not back down.
Not back
There's
down.
a part here where he's like talking about like back now, stand my ground. It's like like the
It's
chocolate fountain, the golden corral. You will not budge
I
me.
will not leave. Yeah, it's got to be really frustrating for Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee, like two guys who have like they've had like probably the most Vince Neil has had a lot of issues like with drugs and stuff in the band, but like Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx died for a minute, and Tommy Lee like had his own issues, but like they're still pretty with it.
Yeah.
And just gotta be frustrating, just be like, yeah, we got a guy who's 80 who just had like 9 hip replacement surgeries, and then a guy who can't sing and is like 200 pounds overweight as our lead singer. We're just falling apart. But like they can still do it, you know?
Yeah. And they're still like packing venues.
Yeah, I mean I would go see Motley Crue probably.
100%.
I definitely would.
I mean,
home in person.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
That cameo lives rent free in my head constantly of Vince Neil.
Yeah, put it right there.
Yeah, the 40th birthday.
Yeah,
Shout out.
What are you talking about?
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh god,
it's so good.
It's
dude.
a cameo. He's like on a deck of like a condo, like a balcony, and he has it like pointed up like this. You can see the beach behind him, and he is clearly so drunk.
He's so fucked
and he's
up.
giving like a shout out for a 40th birthday. He's like, Rich, oh happy birthday, man, a big 4-0, man. And then he like vomits in his own mouth, and then swallows it. And he's just
so
like,
he can get through the cameo. He's like, big 4-0, man.
You don't think that you can stop and
It's
re-record?
time to have fun. All right.
He's probably sitting there like, I gotta turn 50 of more of these.
It's $250 a pop every time. He can't stop every time he vomits in his mouth. He'd be there.
You'll
all
never
day.
get it done.
Yeah.
What
And he
did
says
he
something
do after?
Yeah, and then he says something like, "This is feel good stuff, man."
He's just like, throwing up pizza and swallowing it back into his stomach. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like he even looks worse than ever in that video too.
It's rough.
You got to find that. We got to put that right under here on the show. But yeah, the song "Dogs of War." It looks like they were trying to do like a Kiss thing with like. Did you see like the canvas in the back of?
Well,
Spotify?
yeah, I watched the music video. The music video is all that. It's like bowling alley level CGI
Yeah,
of
it's
like a
Guitar
zombie
Hero
apocalypse.
1. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
dude.
it's crazy. But yeah, the song is not too good. They might feel.
Hey, Tucker, this is Vince Neil. I want to say happy birthday, brother. This is actually from Christian Mom, Ethan, and Blake. So keep on rocking, shout the devil, and maybe do some really good stuff and big old 4-0 you, man.
You can hear it come.
See you later.
Oh my god!
You can hear it come up in his throat.
Oh my god! Big 4-0, man.
Big 4-0, man.
Yeah, dude. It rolls so
That's
hard.
amazing. I do some real good stuff, man.
That would be the best. I mean, they're like the last one standing. It's like them and Bret Michaels.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Poison's not even really together, though. You know, James can't contain himself. It's incredible, dude. But yeah, they are the last one standing, and you know the way they're like repping the flag for the '80s hair metal bands is hilarious. Yeah. Just
backing tracks,
animation in your music videos you can't perform.
Yeah, just taking Rob Zombie's guitarist, acting like Mick Mars was never a part of the band, because that was like really like heated. Like, weren't they all saying terrible shit about each other?
Probably. I mean, I know like all their fans are just like Mick Mars was Motley Crue, and like kind of true. You know, Mick Mars was like kind of a monster guitar player.
Yeah,
he was really good.
That's the guy that's too old that they kicked out.
Yeah, I mean he was too. I mean he was too old, like in the '80s. Like,
I mean there's some shots of like their last tour with Mick Mars where you're like, that is
dude.
He
looked like
man.
my pappy who's dead,
but still with like the black hair, glasses,
like the top hat, just like like he did not move. But yeah, I mean they just. That's all I had. There's nothing to say about the song.
No.
It's just you gotta call it quits
at some point.
Let the legacy end. I mean, just
God.
it's done. You know,
and that's not even the worst of the geezers we got.
No, we're just getting started on the geezers.
Some real feel good stuff there.
We got geezer fever tonight.
We do got geezer fever.
We got some real feel good stuff here from Motley Crue. That's Dogs of War. Go check it out. Laugh your ass off.
Holy shit.
It's a good time.